கனவும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடர்கள் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறவினுதரும் விரிதலும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனைக்கு அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் வளர்த்த இருந்த பெரும் புகழனே தமிழ்
Thank you. Please be seated. Yeah, so one day. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Please be seated. Now I would request the HOD to welcome the chief guest. I request the HOD, Professor Shivakumar, to come on the podium and welcome the assembly and present a report of activities of the department for the year 2023-24.
Thank you, Dr. Aditi. Good afternoon to all of you. Padma Shri Dr. Mohan Kameshwaran, invitees, graduates, fellow faculty members, staff members, students, parents, ladies and gentlemen. A hearty welcome to you all to this degree distribution program of our department. In Hindu astrology, you are reborn in a 60-year cycle. True to it, as we step into the 61st convocation, the department's name has transformed from applied mechanics to applied mechanics and biomedical engineering. AMBE in short. As I provide this report, let me start with the bang, the big bang. The past 3 years have seen as many as 9 young stars joining and adding greater shine to this already bright AMBE constellation. Yes, Dr. Swati, Lakshminath, Kiran Raj, then Ganga, Kannabiran, Danny, and now Amit, Aditi, and Shivrangshu. They have decorated the constellation in addition to the already existing. I'm sure they will have a great career ahead. And Professor Ramasubba Reddy, who has served this department for more than 3 decades, has just retired. He's one faculty who made sure that this department boat stabilized in critical times. He served as head of the department for the longest time. That reflects the love faculty had for him. He must be very happy witnessing the growth that the department is seeing after he handed the batons to his successors. I'm also excited to tell you that this is one of the very few applied mechanics departments that has withstood the test of time and is even thriving today with the unique distinction of being the only postgraduate department among IITs and IIScs put together. Also, sir, um, our department holds the unique distinction of being postgraduate only department. This greatly helps in the pursuit of excellence in research. The department has continued its intensity in terms of research activities, in terms of quality, reliance, and collaborations with industry and university partners. The department focuses on academic activities in interdisciplinary areas related to biomedical engineering, biological and bio-inspired systems, fluid mechanics, and solid mechanics. We offer three MTech programs: computational and experimental mechanics, biomedical engineering, and clinical engineering. An online MTech program on computational engineering is on the anvil. This is apart from several interdisciplinary dual degree programs such as computational engineering, biomedical engineering, and complex systems that we currently coordinate and offer. About 430 students and scholars have been on roll in our department last year, of which 77 are MTech students, 127 MS scholars, and 230 PhD scholars on roll the past year. About 17 of them are PMR of research fellows. And in addition, we have 10 postdoctoral fellows and a DST senior research fellow. I'm happy to inform you that 28 MTech students, 25 MS scholars, and 32 PhD scholars have completed the degree requirements in the last academic year. We have again broken the record for the maximum number of PhD degrees offered by the department. And it has now become a trend that every year on year, this happens. We have been inducting more and more international students through international interdisciplinary master's program called I2MP, recognizing the need for going the entrepreneurship way. MS in entrepreneurship, spearheaded by Dr. Satya Sheshadri, is continuing to attract many registrations. Our faculty are also involved in joint doctoral degree programs with various universities such as University of Melbourne, Finburn University in Australia, NTU Singapore, and Aachen Tech University Germany, to name a few. Currently, we boast of serving with 38 permanent faculty members and 13 technical and administrative staff members. Dr. Pandian has continued to serve as a visiting faculty last academic year. Thanks to him, we have several initiatives, and one notable one that we will see a lot is going to be Human in Space program. He will continue as professor of practice in the coming year. There are other visiting faculty members who have visited for a short term, such as Professor Bala Natarajan, Simal Basaran, Stephen Lavelle, Anita Mahadevan, who was president of SPI, Ganesh, Pranit Chakravartula, and Anna Lavelle came for short visits last academic year. We have more than 15 active adjunct faculty members from universities world over engaged in collaborative research work with our faculty members, and many of them are also co-guides for our research scholars. We also have several guest faculty members to complement our course offerings. We've been constantly tuning our curriculum to keep up with the recent trends in research. 8 new courses have been proposed last academic year. Courses such as Life of Ubiquitous Materials from Science to Behavior, Carbon Neutral Energy Technology, Geometry and Mechanics of Materials from Haircuts to Origami, Flow Visualization Techniques, Data Driven Computational Techniques, Optimization Simulations in Solid Mechanics, just to sample a few. Our faculty members are also adding a lot of material to NPTEL and online courses. Professor Alur Prakash was recognized for his teaching excellence in 2023 in the department. Dr. Kiran Raj was recognized as the best young scientist speaker at the workshop on interfacial engineering at multiple spatio-temporal scales. Dr. Swati received the Drug Delivery Fellowship Award, a German and Indo-French research grant of 100k euros, apart from many other grants. She has also received the Vaibhav Fellowship. Professor Manivannan has been advancing leaps and bounds in the human-computer interface interaction space, creating waves all over. His dream is to see India lead in AR VR area. He has been setting up AR VR centers all over the country for development and training in many organizations and institutes. He is also involved in the human and space program that ISRO is eager to forge into. Professor Satya Seshadri has been involved similarly in the energy technologies, setting up various establishments, consortiums, centers nationwide, and forging international collaborations. IITM has an energy consortium with about 10 industries participating in it. Dr. Babji is involved in sports technology, and it has spurred a lot of activities related to the same all over the country. Dr. Venkatesan, Dr. Ganga Prasad, Dr. Ramkrishnan, Dr. Manivannan, and several other faculty members have made it a point to visit many colleges and institutions to interact with students, employees, and faculty there, motivating them to do research. At this juncture, I would like to draw your attention in the fact that our faculty members are drawn from backgrounds ranging from mechanical engineering, civil engineering, chemical engineering, electrical, electronics engineering, biomedical engineering, biotech, aerospace engineering, materials engineering, physics, etc. Unlike most other departments in this institute, it naturally brings multidisciplinary engineering flavor to our department. One would easily and rarely see, I'm sorry, one would rarely see such a combination in any university in any part of the world. A variety of about 38 different labs that we have reflects such a nature. Faculty members who have joined recently are embellishing our department with labs of more current focus, such as Inspired Lab, Nanomolecular Lab, Interface Lab, Flow Visualization Lab, and so on. Many more are being set up that will grow from strength to strength. In the past few years, our faculty members, research scholars, and project staff have reported their findings via about 150 top quality journal publications annually. This is apart from the equal or greater number of conference publications and presentations. The citations have also seen a big hike. Professor Arogarajan and Professor Ramkrishnan have been leading in terms of such publications. Our research scholars are no less. Last academic year alone, more than 20 of them received awards and recognitions in the meetings and conferences, such as Best Paper or Poster Awards. It is indeed a record. In this convocation, the following are awarded institute prizes. Piyush Patra gets V. Ramurthy Award for Best PhD Thesis in Applied Mechanics. Professor S. Radhakrishnan for Best PhD Thesis Award in BME goes to Ms. Sweta Menon. Piyush Patra also bagged the Dr. V. Ganesan Dissertation Award in Thermofluid Sciences. Ram Kishore got Best PhD Thesis Award in Data Sciences. Sweta was also recognized with GE Eco Imagination Excellence Award. In addition, Anand Zambre, Vishnu, Piyush Patra, and Nehal Daj received Institute Research Awards last year. Congratulations to all of them. Just to note, our faculty sit on various national boards and academies and committees that foster quality research and national building, such as panels in DST, ARDB, selection committees, faculty selection committees in various IITs and NITs and other universities, national labs, and corporates. Professor Venkatesan is an elected fellow of ASME. Professor Sarit Satyan and Professor Rajan are members of ARNDB Aerodynamics and Structures panels, respectively. Professor Rajan is also active board member of National Accreditation Council, NAC. Dr. Sujata is currently a Tech Advisory Committee member of ICMR DHR Center for Excellence. Dr. Swati has been inducted as member of BAS Standards Committee and also in the International Electrochemical Electrochemical Committee for Tuberculosis. Many of our faculty members are on the editorial board of large number of international refereed journals. The list is too long to read. They are also on advisory, steering, scientific, and organizing committees of several national and international conferences. Professor Lakshman Rao is the president of Indian Society of Applied Mechanics, which he set up a few years ago. Recently, Professor Varadan has been inducted as editorial member of Scientific Reports, while Professor Abhijit has been inducted as associate editor of Geophysical Research Letters. As a way of dissemination through networking, our faculty members and research scholars have attended several conferences and workshops last year and presented their research work. Many conferences, symposium, and colloquiums were conducted by our faculty members last year. Perspectives in Nonlinear Dynamics 2023, organized by Professor Shayan. Workshop on Medical Device Regulations and Standards by Professor Ramkrishnan. Women in Optics and Photonics in India Conference 2024, organized by Professor Sujata. And Energy Consortium related conferences, summits, and workshops by Dr. Satya are just a few of them to mention. There was a huge participation from our department in the recently held INCAM 2024, held at NIT Warangal, with many symposia such as characterization and monitoring techniques in traditional medicine, mechanics of sports, were organized by Professor Lakshman and his lab mates. In the recent past, our department faculty are involved in sponsored and industrial research projects, corporate social responsibility projects, and consultancy projects worth close to about 71 crores. The projects include major national building initiatives like Make in India, startup grants. Various private and government agencies have awarded these projects, including MHRD, DST, DPT, name it, you have it. A lot of industries are also uh, or funding, such as HAL, APA Engineering, Kotak Mahindra, Vertiv Energy, Johnson Controls, Aspire, GE, CSM, Mahindra. The list is very long. Okay. Now, faculty members are also actively engaged in a large number of centers of excellence projects as a part of IOE that institute received as a grant. Our faculty are keenly involved in social outreach. Some of them that come to my mind are Dr. Pijish's Teach for India, Dr. Babji and Mahesh's Sports Science Initiative, Dr. Swati's project on circular economy, and Dr. Satya's energy technology initiatives. Some large value pieces of equipment have been acquired last academic year. Some of them are multi-mode microplate reader, composites 3D printer, magneto sputtering system, high-speed camera, contact angle meter, and so on. Our faculty have also developed techniques such as tuberculosis detection technique and POC device related to that, CAD system for diagnosis of brain disorders, real-time wearable emotion tracking system, preterm pregnancy monitoring wearable system, and software on digital photo mechanics are all developed in-house and are in various stages of commercialization. We have collaborations with a stunning number of universities, organizations, and institutes, close to about 40 of them. Again, list is too long for me to read it out, but every one of them is important, and therefore, perhaps it will be on our website for you to read. The Department of Applied Mechanics leads in translational aspects of research. Our faculty members have filed close to 20 patents, and in addition, about 20 have been granted so far. Our colleagues are leading from the front in terms of running their own startups based on the ideas and innovations that emanate from their research labs. Our colleague, Dr. Satya Seshatri, is actively involved in the Nirman setup, a startup nursery for students in campus. As Dean Alumni Affairs and Corporate Relations, Professor Mahesh has achieved a milestone in alumni contributions to IIT Madras, the highest ever in the history of IIT Madras, surpassing 500 crores mark in the last financial year. There is active participation seen among faculty, staff, and students in the institute activities and extracurricular activities. Professor Arul Prakash, as sports advisor, led the institute team to a great show in the Inter IIT Sports Meet 2023, winning the general championship. And he has been emphasizing the role of sports in every student's life. Sarit, Professor Sarit Satyan is chairing timetable committee. Professor Piyush is advising social outreach and create. Professor Prasad has taken over as cultural advisor. Dr. Babuji is serving as a warden. Professor Mahesh is serving as Dean of Alumni Affairs. Dr. Satya was advisor Nirman, and now he's advisor School of Sustainability. In another role, he is also doing global research partnerships coordination, and he has created a lot of connections between IITM and various international organizations and institutes. Our scholars and students are showing great enthusiasm through activities under Applied Mechanics Students Association AMSA. Last year saw several activities including industrial tours such as Shar, Ashok Leyland, Daimler, etc., etc. Recently, Research Palooza was organized, showcasing our scholars' talents and keen involvement in research activities. We have gyms among our 13 administrative and technical staff members in the department. Add 5 more who are contractual. Without their day-to-day support and diligence, all that I have reported so far, such as success, wouldn't have happened otherwise. Mr. Parkavan has been promoted to senior assistant recently. Mr. Alango won NASA elections again as joint secretary. Mr. Karthik, Mr. Elango, and Mr. Kiran Raj participated in staff inter-IIT sports. Mr. Alango often goes beyond his call of duty to help with several activities of the department. The diligence of Rama Madam is unparalleled. Kannan and Dilesh are remodeling some of the lab class setups. The technical support provided by them, including Veera, Karthik, Uday, Bhaskar, have greatly helped our research activities. A special mention to Karthik's enthusiasm for constantly helping in the outreach activities of the Institute. Day and time have only been secondary for them. Lakshmi is a phenomenon in terms of clearing the store's files like a whiz. Not to talk of assistance from Padma, Danny, and Sharon. The list is long regarding the support activities from our technical and administrative staff members. Another noteworthy observation is the work ethics and camaraderie among our department staff members. This has even influenced our contractual employees. Daily, you will see Miss Jayanti and Miss Anushya work like karma yogis in the corridors of our department. I'm also one of the most fortunate HODs to have full cooperation from our faculty colleagues. Every single one of them takes part in some responsibility or the other and delivers. Our department is considered one of the most cohesive departments in the institute. Also, openness and flat system of administration is our belief. We hope to sustain this feature of our department throughout. Coming to our alumni are successfully pursuing careers in academia and industry alike. Some serve on the faculty as faculty in IITs, NITs, and other universities, and also heads and scientists in R&D labs in India and abroad, from the oldest to the youngest. Some of them have also risen to the levels of deans. We'll see directors also among them. On this occasion, and on behalf of our faculty, staff, and students, I sincerely thank the director, the registrar, and the IIT administration for all the generous support extended to us. Thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Mohan, for readily agreeing to grace the occasion within a short notice. Thank you, sir. Many of us have already accessed his expertise in ENT. Graduates, we are very grateful for your involvement in the department, whether it is research, teaching, or other activities. And I wish you, on behalf of the department, very bright careers and happy personal lives. I urge you all to be staying connected with your alma mater, not just today, tomorrow, but lifelong. Many of us have accessed, we are also in the process of creating several opportunities for alumni to come and get involved in it. Our love goes to you, goes out to you, and we hope to see you more involved in the department even after your graduation. Finally, uh, unknowingly, I could have missed or wrongly reported some of the information while reading out this report. If so, please pardon me. Thanks to your patience in hearing this report, it has been fairly long, but I couldn't avoid because it's a phenomenal work done so far by the department, both faculty members, staff, and scholars. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Shivkumar, for the detailed report and walking us through some of the notable achievements of the department. Now we would request the chief guest to address. Please be seated, sir. Sorry. We would like to invite him to address the gathering, but before that, I would request my colleague, Dr. Dani, to give an introduction to our chief guest today.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce our chief guest for our D3P function today, Padma Shri Dr. Mohan Kameshwaran. He's the managing director and chief surgeon of the Madras ENT Research Foundation Private Limited, one of the premier ENT institutions in India. He's the recipient of the Padma Shri Award in the year 2006 from President of India, Bharat Ratna, late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, for exceptional service in the field of medicine. And the Dr. B.C. Roy Award and the Dr. B.C. Roy Award in 2008 from President of India, Bharat Ratna Pranab Mukherjee, for contribution towards the specialty. Dr. Mohan Kameshwaran is one of the pioneers of cochlear implant surgery, which restores hearing in children who are born deaf. He was responsible for influencing the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu to start free cochlear implants, subsidizing each child's treatment, and was the architect of the cochlear implant program in Tamil Nadu, which has given gift of hearing to over 5,000 children, making it one of the largest cochlear implant programs in the world. This program has been the forerunner for many similar programs in other states in the country. He was also personally responsible for mentoring over 40 centers across India for performing cochlear implants. He's also personally trained every government medical college in Tamil Nadu to perform cochlear implants to achieve the goal of deafness free Tamil Nadu by 2030. Doctor was the first surgeon to perform auditory brain stem implant surgery in Asia Pacific region, where hearing is restored in a child who is born deaf without an inner ear by placing an electronic chip in the brainstem. This is one of the most advanced surgeries in the field of ENT surgery, and he has one of the largest series in the world with nearly 100 surgeries performed till date. Dr. Mohan Kameshwaran is also an academician who has published over 200 papers in major international journals and has authored 2 books and contributed chapters to several books in his field. He conducts special camps in rural areas of the country and has till date conducted over 350 camps in rural India. He's an accomplished teacher and has conducted over 325 workshops for junior colleagues. He's also responsible for training ENT surgeons in the Indian Armed Forces for higher training in the specialty. He's been recognized internationally by various organizations for his contribution to the specialty. He has been invited by the World Health Organization to address the General Assembly. He is a former visiting professor of otology at the prestigious Royal Society of Medicine, London. He's the regional secretary for Asia in the International Federation of Otorhinolaryngological Societies, the highest world body for ENT surgeons. He's the founder president of the Indian Academy of Otorhinolaryngology, Cochlear Implant Group of India, and the Indian Association of Surgeons for Sleep Apnea. He has been awarded the Indo-Australian Award in 2006 and the National Award of Excellence of Sri Lanka in 2007. He is also the recipient of the Nikhil Butt International Humanitarian Award of the American Academy of Otorhinolaryngology. He is the honorary distinguished professor of the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University and numerous universities both in India and abroad. It is indeed a privilege to have such an eminent person with us today who's a leader in his field, a brilliant surgeon who's socially conscious and is also a passionate teacher. Without further ado, I welcome Padma Shri Dr. Mohan Kameshwaran to address the gathering.
Good afternoon. Thank you for those very kind words of introduction. Shivkumar, distinguished faculty, proud graduates, even prouder parents, special invitees, members of the staff, administrative staff, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to thank the department for inviting me over to be with you all on this very special day. I understand nearly more than 70 graduates are passing out today. It's a very, very momentous day for every one of you. Congratulations. And I'm happy that I'm sharing this happiness with you. I also want to congratulate the department for the stupendous academic achievements and output. The list which was read out by Shivkumar is unbelievable. Speaks volumes about your academic commitment. As a person who's been involved in academics, albeit in a different field,
I'm only very, very aware or too aware of the difficulties that academia faces in this country. And to overcome that and to come out with this kind of prolific output is no mean task. I congratulate you, sir, and all your faculty members. Now, when I was asked whether I would be willing to come, of course, I was overjoyed. But then I went home. I said yes, and I went home and I said, thought to myself, I said, why me? Why me? I'm a surgeon, who is actually uh, quite far away from, apparently, at least. And then when I thought about it, I said, no, I am the right person for many reasons. I'm the right person because I'm a direct beneficiary of all of you. In the year 1996, for the first time in this country, I had the opportunity to perform a cochlear implant on a 16-year-old boy. He was someone who had lost his hearing after an episode of mumps. So it was very simple viral infection, mumps, just a little swelling there, but that left him completely, profoundly deaf in both ears. The virus can affect the inner ear. A boy who was from a very lower middle class family, both his parents were school teachers, elementary school teachers. He was the only son and very brilliant student. He was a school topper and was a hope for the family. And one night, overnight, the hope became despair because from a hearing person, he became a deaf person. And to tell you what that means, deafness, you have to understand what deafness is. Vision connects you with objects, hearing connects you with people. The moment you become deaf, you're completely and totally isolated from the rest of the world. And today's world is one about communication, as you all know. So this boy was so frustrated, and his parents were frustrated. All three of them consumed poison to commit suicide. Unfortunately for them, unfortunately for the rest of the world, they survived, all of them. And they were admitted in a critical care unit in Chengalpattu Medical College. The psychiatrist, who was asked to go and counsel them, went and met the parents and the boy and said, no, you can't be doing things like this and so on. No, you shall talk. And the mother turned around and said, what's the point? What's the point? You can come and give me all this talk, but what's the future for my son? He's deaf and everybody says he's going to be deaf. Nothing can be done. So this psychiatry professor phoned me up and he said, sir, is there anything that you can do? So I said, look, there's a technology called cochlear implants. It's not been tested in this country, but it's promising. And we have been meaning to do that. Maybe we can try it out on this boy, but no promises, and I don't even know the long-term effects. So the psychiatrist talked to the parents. The parents came and met me. And to cut a long story short, I said, I can operate on your son. It's a possibility that he might hear, but I don't know the side effects. I don't know the long-term effects. The mother said, we are prepared to die. So what more can we have? Please go ahead with even 1% chance for my son, do it. So that's how we did the first cochlear implant. 3 weeks after we did the surgery, we switched on the device. As a moment I'll never ever forget in my life. Because we were in a soundproof room, an anechoic chamber, which is probably the quietest room in Chennai. And we were testing the device. And the moment we switched on, the boy turned on and told me, I can hear the AC, which is almost impossible because it was okay. It was a split air conditioner. It was somewhere else. So I thought he was pulling me a fast one. And then he told me 2 minutes later, he said, there's a phone ringing, and we were in an anechoic chamber. So I said, it's not what's happening. Is he having auditory hallucinations? So then I sent my audiologist who went. And true enough, 2 rooms away, the phone was ringing. In other words, he was hearing better than all of us. That's what a cochlear implant can do. That's the direct benefit of bioengineering application to a human being. That moment changed my life. It changed me from a surgeon who, up until then, was tinkering with faulty organs, trying to repair it, to a surgeon who started thinking about bypassing organs or replacing organs. And that's the future, ladies and gentlemen, of medicine and surgery and healthcare. And you are the force who's going to be doing it. The two propellers which will be driving the fuselage of healthcare would be bioengineering and biotechnology. These are the two propellers. And this is where medicine is going to be going. As we move forward, as you come up with more and more ideas and innovations, the dividing line between medicine and biomedical engineering is going to get thinner and thinner. My son is a bioengineer. He's a PhD from University of Pennsylvania. He often tells me, Dad, I'm going to drive you out of job very soon. I'm very happy to be doing that. And I think each one of you is going to be solving a problem. I can see it in your faces. When you go out of here, don't stop. Experiment, innovate. Talk to your medical colleagues. Ask them what their problems are. We have a million problems, we doctors. We don't talk to you people about the problems. I'm sure most of them you can solve in minutes. So find out these problems. See if you have solutions for them. Have startups. This country is now ready for startups. So do that. Some of them will do very well. Some of them will fail. In fact, many of them will fail. But that doesn't matter. If you fail, you will learn from the experience and you get stronger. One thing you never do is give up. There's a beautiful Tirukkural. I'm a Tamilian, so I can't resist the temptation to quote Tirukkural now and then. There's a beautiful Tirukkural which says, Perukattu vendum panidal, Siriya surukattu vendum uyarvu. When you're going up in life, that's when you learn to keep your head low. You bow down with humility. But if God forbid you have a setback and you go down, learn to keep your head straight. Do not stoop then. So it's very important lesson. So what really are your requirements for success? There are only two things. One is your ability to dream big. Like late President Abdul Kalam said, dream big. Think of the impossible and you want to achieve it. And two is absolute dedicated hard work. You combine these two, you're going to be absolutely successful, no doubt about it. Each one of you, I can see on your faces, is destined for great things. I'm pretty sure about it. So, my dear graduates, today is a very important day when you stand on the threshold. A threshold where you leave the comfort of student life and head into the reality of the world. But it's a wide world full of challenges, but full of opportunities for each one of you. And I must congratulate you on choosing a branch of science which is right at the cutting edge, where opportunities are multiplying exponentially. So it's up to you, your own ingenuity, to think of opportunities. Do that, and you're going to be a huge success. All the best. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing with us some amazing stories from your personal life and inspiring the students with your encouraging words. So with that, let us now start with distribution of degrees to the graduates. we will have PhD graduates first, followed by MS and MTech. So, students, as I call out your names, please come onto the stage from this side and exit from the other side. So I would request the HOD to hand over the degrees to the graduates. Yeah, they'll come this side. Okay. So we'll have PJ Joshi, PhD graduate. Faizan Ullah Khan, Egambaravel J, Abhijit, Surya Ramakrishnan, Saranya Biswas, Rahul Kumar Ray, Karthikeyan, Harshal Mahamure, Vineet Kumar Reddy, Shweta Menon, Nidhi Murali, Piyush Batra, Darshan Patel, Rakhi Agarwal, Himanshu Kumar, Prajwal Shenoy, Subhiksha J, Srilakshmi S, Nishant Kumar, Srilakshmi PS, We'll move on to the MS graduates now. So first we have Vipul Chaudhary, Ankit Pandey, Dean Mohammed, Venkatesan, Naman Verma, Shraddhargya Shankar Adhikari, Lokeshwaran, Sai Bhargav, Pranav Deshpande, Anand Zambare, Alok Kumar, Shriram, Vishnu, Dikshita, Shauvuk Ghorui, Saurabh Mangal, Shubham Chakravarti. Let's move on to the MTech graduates now. First, we have Vineet, Divya Prakash, Jay Kharat, Mohit Gadhwar, Pallavi Gaddam, Pavan Kumar, Shubham Shevalya, Losha Senthil Kumar, Nilay Patel, Prakash Dev, Satvik Amarlapuri, Sivagami Kumar, Vignesh, Yakin Khona, Deependra Kumar, Devasri, Harsh Shah, Jay Hegshetty, Anandam, Mansa, Kuntal Kumar Sahu, Lakshmi Priya. Sorry, wait. Hmm. Lakshmi Priya, Mamta Padmashali, Payal Chaudhary, Pavitra Selvaraj, Pranmaya Ratnaparkhi, Supreet Kunder, Vaishnavi. Thank you all. We now move on to awarding the prize winners. I request the chief guest to distribute the prizes to the student toppers as their names are called out. So, so first we have Shweta Menon, who's been awarded the Professor Radhakrishnan Award for Best PhD Thesis in Biomedical Engineering. Next, we have Peter Patra, who's been awarded Dr. V. Ganeshan Dissertation Award for Best Thesis in the area of Thermofluid Sciences among all the departments, and also Professor V. Ramamurthy Award for Best PhD Thesis in Applied Mechanics. Next is Shivagami Vishnu Kumar, who gets the Sushrita Award for student with the best academic record in biomedical stream in applied mechanics of the MTech program. Next, we have Manasa, who gets Dr. S. Srikanta Prize for the student with best academic record in clinical engineering in applied mechanics of the MTech program. Thank you so much, everyone. Finally, I would request the HOD to present a memento to our chief guest. So let us now conclude with the program. I request you all to stand up for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता Punjab Sindh Gujarat Jaya 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 He.
Thank you so much all for joining us today.